In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new Ultra Premium collection coming out for Prismatic Evolutions. Alright, so if you haven't seen this already, we're gonna throw our opinion in on this. But if you don't know, Prismatic Evolutions is getting an Ultra Premium collection. I believe they said around March, April, May range. I know that's pretty big timeline, but somewhere around there later on throughout the year. So this is going to be yet another piece of the staggered release for Prismatic Evolutions, and a lot of you are probably thinking like, yeah, cool, like another thing you're going to talk about, the blah blah blah, still not going to be able to get any product. And Prismatic Evolutions right now is at a weird point where it's still being released, but you still can't find it, obviously, just because of the pure hype around it. I'm obviously just stating the obvious right now, but I do think that these super premium collections are going to help, because if you refer back to when the Charizard UPC was printed, those boxes were printed into oblivion. They were everywhere. No one wanted them. They even dropped down to like 70, 80 bucks range, and people were still like, some people picked them up, some didn't. But I feel like if they really print these super premium collections, I don't think it's going to be like a Charizard scenario where it's going to drop to $70 or $80. I still think it's going to be hyped, but I still think it's going to help a little bit lower the flame of Prismatic Evolutions. I think you're going to be able to go around and find, some super premium collections for maybe, whatever they cost, $120. I think you're going to see less people willing to pay $120 for a super premium collection for Prismatic 5, 6, whatever, how many months from now, just because they're going to be looking for the smaller products as well. Maybe this drops the pack price a little bit, and again, this is all speculation, this is all just my thoughts a little bit, but at the same time, you could look at the same exact opposite side of it, where you look at the 151 UPC that's now, $200 plus, but I was able to pick up some 151 UPCs for like $100, so still under retail. I do think that these UPCs are going to help. There's still more product that we have yet to see. The is it 4 packs, I believe, and the Eevee pouch, whatever that box is called, that still has to come out. We're getting a UPC. We're getting an Umbreon and Espeon, I believe they said promo cards, so I'm assuming those are going to come in, another sort of box. And people are just so nearsighted with Prismatic. They're like, oh, I'm never going to be able to get any, blah, blah, blah. But I just couldn't disagree more. Like, think, 151 is still being released. Blooming Waters just released today. How many years has 151 been out? You know what I mean? Think of how long they're going to be printing Prismatic for. Prismatic's going to be printed for like, what, another 2 to 3 years at least? So you're still going to be able to find Prismatic 3 years from now. So don't go out and FOMO and buy $120. All I see is these videos on Instagram and Twitter. People going to card shows, people going to card shops. How much are your ETBs? Oh, $130. Yeah, absolutely no way am I buying ETBs from you when you get them for $30 from distributor level, and you're going to sit there and try to charge me $130, make $100 on the box. There's just absolutely no way. And yeah, I know distribution prices switch, but I saw a video about someone getting boxes for like 30 bucks a piece. Roughly, maybe special collections are worth more. I don't know. I don't have a distributor, but you get what I'm saying. These card shops and people at stores and shows, they want to charge so much for product. Like, okay, it's one thing if your card shop wants to charge up like $5, whatever, if you want to make a little bit more, but you're still pretty reasonable, so be it. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when people charge, $50 over what they should be. It's crazy. That's part of the problem. So then people are going to the store, and when they do see it, they're like, oh my god, that's $120 at the card shop. And then they go and clear the whole shelf out. And it's just a never-ending problem. It's what's going on right now, the craze, everything. It's not just Prismatic, it's Paldean Fates, Surging Sparks, it's everything. But let's take a closer look at this picture as well. You can see in the back, get it here, if we scroll down, look at all those palettes. So I'm really hoping that they just print Prismatic into oblivion. I hope they print it so much that a scalper can't make a single penny off it, and all we can do is save up these nice UPCs, stash them away, because, UPCs are nice to keep sealed, in my opinion. I like to keep some UPCs sealed, so hopefully I can get them for 80 bucks. Hopefully it goes back to that kind of time, but like I said before, I don't think we're going to get to that level. I think Rocket's hyped, Journey Together is hyped, everything's hyped right now, so I don't think we're seeing this bubble pop for at least a year and a half. You know, it's just 30th anniversary. You've heard all this stuff talked about time and time again. But a random fact, I was watching a video. Someone was talking about these, and I can't remember who it was, or I'd give them a shout out, but or maybe I was just reading on Reddit. Surprise. But someone was saying they were guesstimating because they said 15 packs per box for the UPC, and they were saying that they were guesstimating roughly 5,000 packs per pallet. And just look how many pallets are there. So hopefully this gets to the point where they're just everywhere. I hope they're everywhere. Scalpers can't make money. It'd be hilarious. No more reselling. No more reselling UPCs or ETBs for you. And people can go out and actually open this set. You know, it's kind of crazy too that, yeah, it's cool when you pull an expensive card, like you get excited and everything, but for people that actually want to complete binders, people that actually want to do things like that, it's not even realistic to go out and try to obtain the singles right now for Prismatic Evolutions, which you should never even attempt to buy singles from a new set in the first place because they always end up dropping. That's a completely off-topic thing for another video I could talk about because I always wait to buy my singles. But yeah, another thing about these UPCs, if you didn't see, if you know the Fruit Tray Eevee card from Terastal Festival, the Japanese set, that is actually going to be the promo card in this UPC, so that's pretty cool, you know. What that's going to be worth, who knows? When it first comes out, I bet you that card will be selling for $100 just because people will be, oh, it's an Eevee, just sell it for $100. You know, same with the surprise boxes right now that just released today. The Umbreon selling for like $150. How is that even possible? It is a mass printed box with a stamped promo card in it. They're going to be so, like, you could just probably buy 100 of those. Like, I don't get why. Like, sometimes I really struggle to understand why things do what they do. Like, in no realm should that Umbreon stamp promo be $150, but then what's the answer boil down to? Hype. It's all hype. I will definitely not be going out and buying a stamped Umbreon promo because it's not rare. Like, it's mass printed into oblivion. There's going to be so many of them. It's just pre-sale hype, all that stuff. First day being released, that card will drop, definitely will drop. The only thing you could argue against for that card is you could say, okay, well, maybe the quality control is a little bit rough because it's, you know, promo, it's in a little pack thing, maybe it gets dinged up a lot. Then maybe the PSA 10 becomes valuable because it's harder to grade them. You can directly refer to Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB, the stamped Charmander promo in there. Look at that one, $1,000 in a PSA 10 because the quality control is rough. That card's very, very hard to grade in a PSA 10. So that I could see that, but just the fact of the card being raw and being expensive makes zero sense. You know how many surprise boxes were printed? I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about any modern pack. Umbreon is the new Charizard, I guess. That's the word on the street, and we're seeing it more and more. Evolution hype, it's there. And it's here to stay, I think. Until Pokemon hopefully prints this set into oblivion and everyone can open it and everyone can be happy and we don't have to hear about scalpers and this and that and fighting, and it'll all be good at the end of the day. But yeah, that's going to be all. But yeah, just rambling on now. So drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about my takes. Am I completely wrong? Do you think I'm right? If you haven't already, go ahead and drop down the description of the video and join our Discord. We talk about things like this frequently and what we're buying and selling and everything else. So if you haven't, go ahead and join in. That's going to be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you could please like, comment, subscribe. Anything helps, and I'll see you on the next one.